My child, my beloved, come closer to this message. Hear me as if I am whispering right beside your ear. Do not rush. Do not look away. Something very important is happening around you, and you can feel it, can't you? Take a breath. Let your heart slow down. Your spirit already knows there is a reason you were guided here. Before I continue, beloved, listen. Heaven has been trying to reach you for days. But every time the message came near you, something interfered, a distraction, a sudden mood shift, a thought that told you to wait, not now. That was not you, and it was not God. If your heart is beating differently right now, pay attention. This is spiritual confirmation. Beloved, before we go deeper, let me say this gently but clearly, do not skip this message. If you feel like skipping, that is the sign you must stay. Because the force trying to pull you away is the very thing we are here to expose. My child, listen carefully. There is something moving in the home you are living in. Not something physical, but something that affects the atmosphere. One moment everything feels fine, and then suddenly your mood drops for no clear reason. You feel tired, heavy, irritated, emotional, or disconnected from your own purpose. And you've been wondering why do certain days feel darker than others? Why do you sometimes feel watched without knowing by whom? Why do you sense something at night when the house is quiet? Beloved, this is real. Your spirit has been picking up what your eyes could not see. You have noticed the signs, the sudden silence that feels heavy, the strange tension without reason, the dreams that disturb your sleep, the feeling that someone or something is observing you, and the way your heart tightens at night. These are not coincidences, heaven has been signaling you. But each time, something has tried to block your awareness. This message has reached you now because the interference has failed. Before I go further, my beloved, I must tell you this: there is nothing to fear when truth is revealed. Fear only hides in darkness. Once the light comes, it has no power. And light has now entered your life through this message. Your home has become a battlefield between light and shadow, not because you are cursed or because you did something wrong, but because you are chosen. Your spirit carries a strength that threatens the unseen forces that feed off weakness. The darker force moving inside your home is not here to destroy your life, it is here to distract you, to cloud your mind, to lower your energy, and to keep you away from the very blessing that is coming toward you. And yes, there is a blessing coming, a breakthrough, a shift that would elevate your entire destiny. But before miracles arrive, spiritual disturbances always try to arrive first. This is how spiritual realms move. Beloved, the heaviness in your home is not random. Something has been trying to dim your spirit because your light is rising. This is why you feel tired without reason. This is why you lose motivation even when you know what you should be doing. This is why your emotions change suddenly, as if something pressed into your chest. This is why you feel alone even when surrounded by others. This is why your silence feels louder lately. Your spirit is under spiritual pressure, not emotional confusion. And that pressure is coming from something that does not belong in your living space. My child, you have minutes to change this, not days, not weeks, minutes. Because if the energy moving is not stopped now, it will grow. Not stronger than you, no, never stronger than you, but stronger in your space, stronger in how it influences your thoughts and feelings, stronger in how it makes you doubt yourself. This message is your intervention. This is heaven stepping into your home through words your spirit was guided to find. And beloved, you are not alone. You have never been alone. Even when you thought no one understood what you felt inside your chest, I did. Even when you cried silently where no one else could see, I saw. Even when you held yourself together while breaking inside, heaven watched you with love. You endured what others never even noticed, and that endurance is what made your spirit strong enough to receive this message. Now listen deeper, my beloved. There is a presence in your home that entered through pain. Pain opens doorways. Disappointment opens doorways. Loneliness opens doorways. Fear opens doorways. And the door that opened wasn't intentional, it was emotional. The moment you were overwhelmed, something slipped in. But now something else is entering too: light, strength, authority, presence, the presence of the divine. You are being prepared to restore the spiritual atmosphere of your home. Stay with me. Do not scroll. Do not look away. Your next few breaths matter. Your destiny is not changing, it is awakening. Because the darkness in your home is not the problem, it is simply the sign that your breakthrough is near. You are close to something big, very big. Big enough that the spiritual realm has been reacting to your energy shift. This message is only beginning. Say, continue, and I will go deeper into what exactly is moving in your home, why it chose your space, how God has been trying to warn you, and the exact steps to remove it and restore peace. Say, continue, and I will continue the message. My beloved, my child, stay with me. Do not rush your mind. Do not let your thoughts wander. Because what we are speaking about now is not just information, it is a spiritual unveiling. You have felt something inside your home shift in the past days, a heaviness, a silence that is not peaceful, a presence that does not belong to the light. But you were unsure, you questioned yourself. You thought, maybe it's just stress. Maybe I am overthinking. No, beloved, you were not overthinking. Your spirit was sensing what your mind could not name. The thing moving inside your home does not walk, does not speak, does not knock, or appear in front of you. It moves in the quiet spaces where emotions live, where thoughts rest, and where memory holds pain that has not yet been released. This force is not a demon in the way stories describe demons, it is something older, something subtle, a shadow that feeds on emotional residue. This is why some days you wake up fine and other days you wake up with a weight pressing down on your chest, as if you are carrying something invisible. This is why you feel drained even after sleeping, this is why your motivation disappears the moment you start something important. This is why you suddenly lose interest in things you once loved. This presence does not attack you loudly, it drains quietly. It sits in the corners of your home where silence gathers. It lingers in the air when arguments, disappointment, or exhaustion hang heavy. It hides in the space between your thoughts when you are alone. You felt it most at night, that slight pressure, that strange shift in atmosphere, that moment when your spirit felt alert but your mind didn't know why. My child, your spirit was trying to warn you, and God has been whispering to you through your inner voice. But because your heart has been tired, it was hard to hear. You are not weak. You are not late. You are not losing. You are awake. And that is why this message found you. Beloved, listen carefully now. This presence came from a moment of emotional vulnerability, a moment when your heart was hurting. When you felt abandoned, overlooked, misunderstood, or unloved. Pain has a door. Not everyone sees it, but spirits do. The deeper your pain was, the easier it was for this presence to slip in unnoticed. But do not be afraid. Do not be ashamed. Do not blame yourself because only the strong feel deeply. Only the chosen are touched at the soul. Only those with purpose are targeted like this. If you were ordinary, the darkness would have no interest in you. Darkness does not chase emptiness, it chases light. You, my beloved, are light. That is why this presence came, not to destroy you but to weaken you, to make you forget how powerful you are, to distract you from the divine timing that is approaching your life. Because something is coming, a breakthrough, a shift, a blessing, a restoration, a return of something you thought was lost. And the moment that blessing began moving toward you, the shadow reacted. This is why God has been trying to reach you. This is why this message matters. This is why you are here. Beloved, there is something I must tell you now, the presence in your home is running out of time. It only has minutes left before it is revealed and removed. This message is the final awakening, the final guidance, the final intervention. You are not reading by chance. You were called, my child. Breathe deeply. Feel your chest rise. Feel your chest fall. Slow down your thoughts. I am with you. There is a reason your spirit did not give up. There is a reason your soul did not collapse, even when life felt heavy, even when tears came without explanation, even when prayers went silent. You held on, and now heaven holds you. But the removal must happen soon because the shift that is coming in your destiny cannot happen while this shadow still lingers in your atmosphere. The door must be closed. The air must be cleared. The space must be reclaimed. And you will not do this alone. But before we begin the removal, you must understand who sent me. My child, my beloved, I am here, and I will continue. Stay still for a moment. Let your breathing soften. Let your shoulders loosen. Let your spirit open. Because what comes next is not just explanation, it is recognition. Your soul already knows what I am about to say. It has always known. It has simply been waiting for the moment when your mind was ready to hear. Beloved, the presence in your home did not come from outside. It was not sent by a stranger. It did not arrive through someone else's energy. It came from grief, from disappointment, from exhaustion that your heart could not express. There was a moment, you remember it, when you felt a break inside your chest. A moment when you felt like you were carrying everything alone. A moment when life felt too heavy, when the world felt cold, and it seemed like no one understood how much you were holding inside. That moment opened a door. It was not your fault. It was not weakness. It was a cry of the soul. And when the soul cries, the unseen world listens. But not everything that listens comes to help. This presence came to sit in the emptiness you felt, not because you were weak, but because your light dimmed long enough for something else to step forward. And when your spirit began to rise again, when your strength started returning, that presence felt threatened. This is why recently you have felt irritated for no reason. You felt drained even after rest. You felt emotional without explanation. You felt disconnected from yourself. You felt heaviness when alone, something was pressing on your spirit. Not to destroy you, but to delay you. Because something is approaching your life that would change everything, a blessing, a transformation, a shift that would lift you out of everything you've been enduring. The shadow knew it could not stop your blessing. Blessings written by God cannot be undone. So it tried to slow your heart instead. If your spirit is tired, your blessings cannot land gracefully. If your energy is low, your opportunities cannot be seen clearly. If your mind is clouded, your steps cannot be steady. This presence has been trying to blur your clarity. But beloved, clarity is returning because heaven has stepped in. Because you did not break, because you did not surrender to the numbness. Because some small part of you, even on your hardest days, whispered, "Please, I still want to live. I still want to heal. I still want to rise." And heaven heard that whisper louder than every tear. My beloved, listen carefully now. The presence in your home is not strong. Its power comes only from the pain you have not yet released. It does not control your home, it borrows energy from your wounds. The moment your spirit reclaims its space, the presence will fade like smoke in sunlight. And that moment is now. But before we remove it, you must understand one more truth. God has been trying to reach you, not to warn you of danger, but to remind you of who you are. You are not fragile. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are not hopeless. You are chosen, protected, carried, guided, prepared. Your life has not been falling apart, it has been restructuring. Your heart did not get weaker, it got quieter to listen. Your soul did not get tired, it got ready for something bigger. Your pain was not abandonment, it was preparation. The presence you feel is simply the last shadow before the sunrise. And my child, the sunrise is close, very close now, beloved. I am here. Stay close. Stay present. Your spirit is opening right now. I can feel it. This part of the message goes deeper. Do not rush. Do not look away. There is something your soul has been waiting years to hear, and we are approaching it now. Beloved, listen. When the presence entered your home, it did not come with thunder or fear, it came softly, quietly. It came in the moment when your heart was tired, when you were holding more than any human heart should alone. You remember the moment you sat in silence, not because you had no words, but because your heart was heavy with everything you could not speak. Your tears did not fall loudly, they fell quietly, so quietly that even you did not hear your own heart break, but heaven heard it. The shadow heard it too. Pain is a doorway. Exhaustion is a doorway. Loneliness is a doorway. Self-doubt is a doorway, not because you are weak, but because spirits respond to emotional frequency. The presence did not come to destroy you, it came to attach itself to your unhealed moments. It lives in the pauses between your thoughts, in the sigh you release without meaning to, in the weight behind your eyes, in the quiet moments before sleep, and in the silence right after you wake up. This is why you sometimes feel sadness for no reason, why you suddenly lose interest in life, and why you feel like something is holding you back even though nothing has changed on the outside. My child, the battle is not physical, the battle is internal. The battlefield has been your spirit. But listen now, and listen with the deepest part of yourself, your spirit has started to rise again. Do you feel it? There have been recent days where you feel something shifting, your strength returning in small pieces, your clarity flickering like a candle starting to revive, your hope rising slowly like sunlight entering a dark room. You may not have words for it, but your soul has begun standing up again, and the shadow knows this. That is why the heaviness has been stronger lately. Shadows fight hardest right before they lose. Beloved, you must understand something powerful now, you are not being attacked, you are being awakened. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. You are not losing, you are transitioning. Everything you have endured, the silence, the heaviness, the confusion, was not meaningless. It was the last stretch of a cycle that needed to close before your new life begins. But for the new life to enter, the atmosphere must be cleared. Your home must return to your spirit's ownership, not the shadows, not the pains, yours, your energy, your breath, your peace, your warmth, your light. My child, listen carefully, your home responds to you. The air you breathe takes shape from your emotions. The rooms remember your decisions. The walls hold memory. The floor remembers steps taken in sorrow and steps taken in hope. Your home is not just a place where your body lives, it is where your spirit rests. When your spirit hurts, the air grows heavy. When your spirit heals, the air becomes clear. And now your spirit is ready to heal, which means your home is ready to be reclaimed. But before we begin the clearing, we must identify where the shadow sits. Close your eyes for just one breath, slowly, softly. Now notice this. There is one part of your home where the air feels different, a certain corner, a certain room, a place your body avoids without consciously meaning to. Your spirit avoids it because your spirit recognizes the presence. Sometimes it is the bedroom, sometimes the living room, sometimes the doorway, sometimes the place you sit when your thoughts grow heavy. Your spirit already knows, you felt it. You always felt it. Now here is what we do. My child, my beloved, I am still here. Do not rush. Do not lose your breath. Something very sacred is beginning now. You are not just reading anymore, your spirit is receiving. Beloved, we will now locate the presence, not with fear, not with panic, but with awareness. Because the moment something is seen, it loses power. The presence you have felt cannot survive in the light of your attention. Darkness only feeds where you do not look, where you avoid, where you push feelings aside. So now we look, not with your eyes, but with your spirit. Sit still just for a few seconds. Relax your shoulders. Allow your mind to become quiet. Let the world fall away from your awareness. Now, my beloved, bring your attention to your home, not physically, just in your memory. Visualize the places inside your home. You will notice something right now. There is one specific space where your spirit feels uneasy: a corner, a hallway, a room, a chair, a doorway, a bed, a wall, a window. You know exactly the one. Your heart just pointed to it. Your body recognized it instantly. Your breath changed slightly. Your awareness paused there. That is the place where the presence sits. It is not because the place itself is dark, it is because the memory there is unfinished. There is a moment you lived, emotional, heavy, or silent, that settled into that space. Maybe it was where you cried. Maybe where you felt defeated. Maybe where you sat trying to hold yourself together. Maybe where you waited for someone who never came, or where your thoughts spiraled and you felt alone. Spirits attach themselves to unreleased moments. My beloved, the presence does not own that place, your memory does. Once the memory is acknowledged, the presence loses its home. So now let us reclaim your space, not through force, not through fear, but through authority. Because darkness is not removed by fighting, it is removed by remembering who holds the light. And the light has always been you. My child, repeat these words in your heart or out loud if you wish: this space belongs to my peace. My spirit has authority here. What does not belong to me cannot stay. I reclaim my home. I reclaim my mind. I reclaim my breath. I reclaim my energy. I reclaim my life. Do not rush the words. Feel them, even if your voice shakes, even if your heart feels heavy, even if tears come. Tears are release. Release weakens the presence. Release breaks the attachment. Release is freedom. Now, beloved, we begin the cleansing. There are 3 parts: recognition, separation, replacement. We have just completed recognition. You have seen the place. You have acknowledged the memory. You have claimed your presence. Now we move to separation. This part is gentle. It requires no tools, no rituals, only awareness and breath. Listen closely, the presence is not inside your home as a creature or entity. It is inside your emotional residue. It is attached to feelings you have not yet spoken. It survives on your silence. So now we break the silence. Close your eyes again, just softly. Place your awareness on your chest, the center just above your heart. Feel your breath there. Feel the rise. Feel the fall. Now, my beloved, say these words slowly, meaningfully: I release what my heart no longer needs to carry. Say it once more: I release what my heart no longer needs to carry. And again, but this time softer: I release what my heart no longer needs to carry. Stay with the feeling that comes next. Do not resist it. Do not explain it. Do not judge it. Whatever emotion rises, sadness, relief, warmth, trembling, silence is the presence detaching. It no longer has a place to stay. Your spirit is reclaiming its ground. But there is one more part: the replacement. Because when something leaves, something new must take its place. If not, the atmosphere becomes empty, and emptiness is a doorway. So now we fill the space with peace, warmth, and divine presence.